Good afternoon, everyone watching us live in Nepal and India. We have great university come and join us today for your information, first information directly from the university representative. He is Mr. Joydeep Saha, who is already on the backstage, and I would be welcoming in a while. And he is the business development manager for Indian subcontinent, including Nepal. And of course, you may have heard much about the university, the Middlesex University, London, Dubai, and Mauritius campus. And we have had so many graduates who already got great positions in terms of their careers. So after being graduate from the university, so this is a great university in that sense. They have job employability. So please stay tuned in. And Mr. Joydeep Saha, the business development manager from the Middlesex University, will be joining us shortly. And in the meantime, I'll be encouraging you to drop your questions anytime regarding the programs, your admission process, and the services at Bradford Global. And we'd like to welcome you. And in the meantime, I want to play a video about the Middlesex University. There you go.
London is a magnet for talent from all over the world.
I choose Middlesex is because of London.
London, like a land of multicultural diversity.
International students feel supported once they arrive at Middlesex by accessing the International Orientation Programme, a series of events and meetings that really help the international students to feel a part of Middlesex and also access the best of what London has to offer.
I decided to take part in the orientation program because I'm new here and I wanted to know more people and to make friends.
We offer an airport pickup service at Heathrow Airport. It runs from morning to evening. We have staff and student helpers at the airport to meet and greet them, take them back to halls.
Before I came to Middlesex, I was really stressed and worried.
Coming to Middlesex is like a different world. It's a different country, different environment, different culture.
We reassure them that everything's going to be okay. We're always there to help. They can ask us any questions they want to.
Now that I'm here at Middlesex, I feel really relaxed and relieved.
We have a dedicated team of staff who are experienced in dealing with the sort of issues that international students face in coming to a new university and a new country for the first time.
Before I came to Middlesex, I had my own concerns and now I feel home, so it's been great. My first impression when I reached Middlesex is like, wow, it's beautiful.
It was amazing.
All the talks or the lectures were very inspiring.
Today we're at a tea party and we've gotten a chance to meet different students from all over the world.
I've met a friend from Hong Kong, from Norway, China, Kenya.
We offer the students an opportunity for some sightseeing.
I learned how to use the tube, the train. Wow. I'll vote for Middlesex. Just run down here.
Definitely come to Middlesex. It's perfect.
All right, that was wonderful video. Like you see, the students from different parts of the world saying about their experience being a student at the Middlesex University, London. Definitely, you should consider Middlesex as your next study destination if you are thinking about studying in the UK. So, yes, like I have just announced about our guest joining us today, Mr. Joydeep Saha, who is the Business Development Manager for Middlesex University, London, Dubai, and Mauritius campuses. Joydeep, welcome to our show today.
Yeah, hi, Pawan. Thank you for hosting this wonderful event. So this is a great platform for me to interact with the students from Nepal.
Absolutely. It's always a pleasure to have you. And I know you've been quite busy and just you got a little break because now we are accepting the application for a September intake. So you have a little window to breathe actually with a relaxed mood. So I hope you are also going for a little vacation sometime soon. And thanks for your all support to our students. We have been to the UK in September and this January, and now continuing with new application. Thank you. And Like we just talked like said about the application for September 2021. Joydeep, let me start with like in the question, like if it is the right time to start application now, or like students would wait for some time.
No, this is a right time to apply, because here the thing is that the means the applicant can just look into all the course content and understand where his or her career can be later on. So this is a really a good time to apply. Generally, we already have received a huge number of applications, because right now is UK is one of the country where we have
Mhm,
seen a big rise of international student.
mhm,
Definitely, for this post-study work, right, and all those what the UK are offering. Plus, UK degrees are quite recognized and fees is quite affordable, basically.
mhm.
So, but seeing all this thing platform, because right now university do give early bird scholarships and all those. So this is a really a good time when they should apply and grab this opportunity if they are already decided that they need to come to UK.
Absolutely. And well, like there are so many places to go to, when you are going to the UK. So London being the largest one, the biggest one. So why would you think like students would choose come to London?
Okay, well, this is a very simple logic. Okay, Pavan. Now look,
Mhm,
studying in some big cities like in London will give them a very big exposure, because
uh-huh,
London hosts the world highest number of international students actually.
mhm,
So there are students from more than 165 countries who are studying in London. So they get an actual a multicultural environment. They enjoy their studies over there. They interact with different people from different countries. This is the during the study how they enjoy. Plus, if you see the quality of education is much more higher if you compare with any other big cities, because these universities come under top global ranking, and they follow really a good techniques on the methodology for their education. Plus, and the most important thing is that employability. The
mhm.
employability factor is very high when you compare with any other part of the world, I will say. Or for example, students studying in this area will get a better pay packages. Though definitely the cost of living will be a little bit higher, but if you see the outcome, the ROI will be very strong. ROI will be very strong. Even if you see the part-time income and all those are much more higher. So chances of probability of getting a job or employment will be much more higher in big cities if you compare with any small towns or something like that.
Absolutely. And like you said, the ultimate plan would be to get into the bigger companies, and
Exactly.
sharpen your career, and then make yourself happier. So going to the bigger cities like London, absolutely, gives you a lot of opportunities to get into the companies of your choice. So not only that, you can enjoy the city life, and
Right.
you can actually enjoy your life while you are studying. So that's all about campus life. So it could be little extra money on your living cost, but this always advantage about going to London and studying at the university, Middlesex University. So yeah, you're right. Thank you for sharing that insight to us. Um, Okay. So you have plenty of programs that are quite popular in our market, like in South Asia, and of course like in many parts of the world. Still, what programs do you see our students are continuously joining at the university at the moment over the
Now,
years?
from Nepal, we have seen a big interest in computer science, cyber security, this kind of programs, beside
Hmm.
a regular business management.
Hmm.
And also, we have seen that students going for public health. Okay, the students
Hmm.
going for public health program also. So now, look, we have more than 300 plus programs. If you name a program, it's there. Whether it's design, psychology, law, business programs, a variety of business programs we have, like from project management, human resource management, financial management, international
Hmm.
business management, strategic marketing. Then in terms of computers, we have a lot of computers. We have a course in network management. We have a generic data science program. So we have seen a lot of interest nowadays, students in terms of undergraduate, a big huge growth towards computers and all those we have
Hmm.
seen. Plus For postgraduate, it is the usual, like it have a blended of like data science is one of the most booming course that we have seen, that student of Nepal are quite interested in. Like even we have students who have done engineering, they're going for engineering management rather than doing a regular management degree.
Mhm.
Okay, so these are some of the blends or the new trends that we have seen in last 2 years, that how the students from Nepal are reacting towards different programs and all those. Plus, surprisingly, I have two design students last year.
Mhm.
Uh, Two are for fashion design basically. So two
Wow.
students in Nepal have gone for fashion design. They really had a very wonderful portfolio.
Mhm.
So something like that. Okay, so you can just check, tell the student to understand the course content, course curriculum, then they choose the right course for them. The best part is that we have so many courses. Option is that they can discuss with their parents, they can see in depth about the course content and all those, what will be the career opportunity, and then they can choose, and then they put the application. They can consult with your counselors and all those, and
Mhm.
then they definitely file the applications and all those.
Absolutely, yeah. Like there's not only one or two programs that
Exactly.
are popular at the university. Rather, like every programs are like designed so as to like that caters the needs of the future employers. So this is the beauty of like studying at the Middlesex University. Thanks for highlighting those. And absolutely, like our students from Nepal and India, they are equally interested about all these programs, but mostly like to the computing, business, accounting, and even like tourism and hospitality, or like
Yeah.
healthcare and even nursing. I know like not at the moment nursing is not available,
Yeah,
but
nursing is there in Middlesex, but not available for international student.
all right,
This nursing we run through NHS basically. Okay, so
okay,
that we don't recruit international student into nursing.
okay, I see. All right. In the meantime, like I just want to play a quick video about a student from Nepal. So I think our viewers would love to watch that too. So let's hear from her. That would be awesome story to talk about. So
I'm Achal. I'm from Kathmandu, Nepal. I'm doing MSc Investment and Finance. I was working in marketing field for 1 year, and I thought, why not change my field from marketing to finance? The main step I took for studying finance was I want to be an investment banker. I was planning to go to either Australia or either London. But then, when I did a little bit of research on both Australia and London, I think London was more appealing. And the people, they're so friendly. Everybody speaks to you in such a respectful manner. If I need anything, I just ask somebody, and they're so helpful. They just really want to help you. I do feel at home in London. Certainly, I miss my parents, but apart from that, I think you have everything here. You have the kind of food you get back there at home. You get food here. You have all sort of people. If I want to meet people from Nepal, they're here. My class, we have like 20 students, and each and every individual is from different country. And knowing people from different country is like you learn a lot of different things from them. I have made so many friends. I've made friends from Brazil, from US, from Turkey, from Russia. I spend most of my time in library. Library is like my first home, not even my second home. It's 24 hours. The couches are really comfortable, and you can make noise with your friends. You can do group study, and if you really want to do serious study, there are floors in which you can just sit alone and study. This is the Bloomberg Lab. This is like my lab. I spend my entire time in this lab. We get all our data from Bloomberg, and it's really, really helpful. It's just not the bookish knowledge you have. It's about what is actually happening. Most of the time I spend doing coursework, and then in this MDX house, that's really cool, going and playing pool. My tutors and lecturers are really helpful. If you even email them at 3 a.m. at night, as soon as they see your email, they would reply you. If someone was coming from Nepal to London, I would suggest them, please, yes, you should come to London. There's so much you're missing, and there's so much to learn. You will love it. You will love each and every experience here.
well, that's great to like hear about the experience from Ansel from Nepal, and absolutely that was a great message to any new students who are considering coming to London at Middlesex University, and that was real. And she was like studying there MSc Finance, which is very impressive program. Like you have like Bloomberg, like systems
Yeah, the
there.
Bloomberg lab. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
the Bloomberg Financial Lab.
yeah, financial there. So it's like, you are in the like New York stock exchange things, and
Yeah.
then like you have live stock trading and everything, like going on a screen, and you can actually like study the real case, and like implement into your course, and that prepares like that's how Milsex has designed the programs, like in every sectors. I am glad to like play that, and like hear from her, and absolutely like great pleasure to recommend our students, future students, to Milsex for those programs. All right, so back again, Mr. Joydeep. I know like you're quite busy, and we'll make it like for next 15 more minutes,
Sure.
and
No.
this is with a view to help the students who are preparing themselves to study in London, and want to know like about which programs and where. So I think this will be more helpful for them. All right. um, about like the requirements, like let's say first talk about the tuition structure at the moment, like for undergrad and the postgraduate programs. If you could just like talk about a
Now,
little.
all the undergraduate program will cost around 14,000 pound. Okay,
Uh-huh.
and the postgraduate, if it's a non-business course, it will cost around 14,500 pound,
Mhm.
and business course will cost from 16,000 pound to 18,000 pound, depending upon the program, basically.
Great, and which means like that's still like under 15,000 pound a year for most of the
Yeah,
programs.
most of the
Yeah,
programs.
that means you again have a chance to get some scholarship, some amounts as a scholarship.
Exactly, exactly. Now, Pavan, what we are doing is that with Bradford, like it's a really good partnership that we have with Bradford. They are really guiding students.
Mm-hmm.
So we are giving all the students from Nepal who is going to apply through Bradford will get a special 2,000 pound scholarship. That's
Great.
a flat
Okay.
1,000 pound scholarship in the second installment. That will be in second, because for the CAS we need the 50% of minimum tuition fees, the actual tuition fees, and the second sem they will get a flat 2,000 pound scholarship.
Well, that's awesome. Like thanks for that support to our students, and
Yeah,
to
definitely.
our institution, to our consulting agency as well,
Yes.
because
So
that's.
that's the early bird scholarship. We are not going to give it in the later
To
stage. So
everybody.
definitely the student should apply now and grab it. We have time till May,
Okay.
as
Hmm.
of now. So by May, if the students apply and want to avail the scholarship, they have to apply before May.
Absolutely. Yeah, dear viewers, like, if you are watching us and getting the information correctly, see, like, Jodeep, the business development manager from Middlesex University, has just confirmed for our consulting agency, like the students whosoever would be applying through us as honorary scholarship, you'd be receiving £2,000 scholarship. So this may not last like, for long. So please make yourself like ready for your application with us, and Bradford Global, our team would be happy to process your application for admission along with the scholarship. Thanks, Zodi, for this provision. Okay, and about like some students were like just not ready. Why? Because they were locked down. The lockdown
Mhm.
was there by the UK government until mid-February, and I know like there has been a new announcement by the UK government, and which has been a very positive announcement by the UK government, because they are lifting up the lockdown, like making lives easier over the period of like next few months. So what do you think? Like this has been helpful to our students who are thinking to join in the next intake, like in September.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Now, look, universities have all the precautions basically. Okay,
Hmm.
so the student should not be afraid of all this pandemic, because things have been slowed down now. Plus, in university, the vaccine distribution process is there. If they want to take vaccine, they can take it there also in the university. So, a lot of facilities and a lot of things the university is doing for this COVID pandemic. Plus, we have taken all our classes online. Even the students now who are sitting in Nepal taking the classes, and once they are getting visas and they are taking flights and going to UK for practicals, they can come to the college definitely, and all those, if they want, they can use the library, but they have to book everything like online. So a lot of social distancing, everything is maintained over there.
Hmm.
Now look, this lockdown is a different kind of lockdown. Okay, they have to
Hmm.
understand this thing. This is where the mass gathering, the government is telling to stop all the mass gathering basically. This is
Hmm.
the small logic and nothing else. This is for the safety, for all the betterments. But otherwise, the grocery store, medical store, everything is open. So none of my students who are there studying over there, who have gone through this regional office from India, they are happy. They are happy. None of them have complained or have
Right.
didn't had any issues, and most of them have applied. It's like almost 80 to 90% student have already fly to UK basically, and they are studying from there.
Mhm. So this is absolutely good news. Students are studying. Of course, it's not just in London or in the UK. It is happening across the globe. That means
Yeah,
this
yeah.
pandemic is not over yet, but we have the vaccine developments. That means we have hopeful future, and that should not just stop us from applying or from traveling to the UK or the other countries where possible. So that means we should not just wait for the best time to start the application. Actually, this is the right time, and we at Bradford Global would be happy to guide you through and help you reach to the destination. Um, Thank you, Jody, for clarifying that. Well, some of the stuff we already covered. So how it happens, once the students receive the offer letter, so you have visa.
Once the student receives the offer letter, you have to see the condition. They should not have any English language, I will say, requirement. They have to fulfill the English language requirement basically, either IELTS, PT, or TOEFL. We accept TOEFL. Plus, for students from Nepal, we are giving an IELTS waiver if they have to give the MDX English language test, which is free of
Okay.
cost. All the students from Nepal, there is no charge. It's
I see.
similar like to IELTS and PT. It will be online test. They should have a high-speed internet, camera, and all those. So once they clear that exam, or if they don't have any condition, they can pay the tuition deposit and process for the credibility interview.
Okay.
Credibility interview, generally we will be preparing also from our regional office, one of my counselor. Plus it's a very generic question where generally we see the authenticity of the student, how genuine he is, whether he knows that from which course he is going for, the course content, about the university where he or she is going to stay, what about the finances. These are generally basic, like 7 to 8 questions that we ask. What the embassy people, when they call, they ask. We generally check all
Hmm.
the quality of the students who are there. Once they clear the credibility interview, then they can submit the financials and process for the cash. Generally, tentatively, we generally start our cash process from the mid of June or in the beginning of July, somewhere between that. We start the process for cash. So we will give you an update because this is just a tentative update now. So all the updates will be there by 1st of June about the CAS and all those. So as of now, the process will be like this. So
All right, that's cool. So you have a pre-sessional English offer as well, right?
yeah.
So
Now look, we do have pre-sessional English. Pre-sessional English for those students who have given UKVI IELTS but generally score zero point 0.5 or 1 in uh, one in the overall score basically, they can
Mhm.
come. But I will definitely encourage all the student to give the Middlesex English exam because that's free of cost. So if they clear, they don't need to study pre-sessional also. They can directly go for the main program.
Absolutely. Yep. That is, actually, the question of many of the students, what if they could not take the exams, those days last year, during the pandemic, because, in most cases, the plus two students were not able to appear for the final exams. Now they have, got the final exams results, plus two results, and many of them have already started their IELTS examination. I think they're on the process to apply applying to the university. So I think this is very important at the moment, but again, though we have those sort of options at the university, we'd like to encourage as a consultant, to take IELTS test or PTE, then start then continue with the visa application. But
Exactly.
like you have just mentioned, learning English is quite important because we're going to the UK, where English is the foremost requirement, and for every aspect for your day-to-day life. I think this is very important, and of course, that prepares you for a better studies as well. And even for UK BI, while processing your visa, the visa officer might want to talk to you over the phone or video call, that time it also helps you prepare your way off, because it's a way to communicate regarding anything. So thanks for confirming that. And also those options for those who do not have those sort of test requirement yet. That's an option only, though. Thank you. uh, about next thing, you said there are students applying from Nepal, and we are pleased to you know um, announce here too, we are working as a very active agency for Middlesex University in Nepal, covering all cities, and we'd love to have many more applicants in the future as well. So something about any plans to visit Nepal in the near future, Jody, for the Middlesex University fair or such?
Definitely, I would love to visit. I would love to visit Nepal. I had a lot of plans last year also, but most probably in June or July, I will try to visit Nepal when wherever the students can directly come and interact with me, because that's the actual time when they are going to take the decision. They can bring their parents, because the parents should know like where, which university they are going, and all those which programs they are studying, because they are going to sponsor the child education, so they can come and interact with me in that time. So stay in tune with Bradford Global. So when I will visit, I will definitely update there, so you can meet me in Bradford also.
Absolutely. You are most welcome, and I know you love Nepal, because you are telling us every year you would visit to Nepal, but we
Yes.
just missed you last year due to this pandemic. No such events were possible for every sector. And we see some moments from other universities come and see us in our office, and see our students themselves. So I hope to welcome you together with my team in our office in Nepal, and help our students talking to them directly. And in the meantime, we'll be applying our we'll be applying for Middlesex University, for those students who already have Middlesex on their mind. All right. Okay, so we are, coming to an end of this session. So, what would you suggest, to the students, when they are ready, and then, if they have any questions, or what should they plan like?
Well, they should definitely understand the course, what they are going for. Plus, we have given them a wonderful opportunity with the scholarships, plus the IELTS waiver, because that's a very wonderful test, actually, the English test the Middlesex have. Okay, they can just go for those. Plus, we have a pre sessional English, which is online. So, almost all the facilities the students are getting over there in MDX, the tuition fees is, if you compare with any other university in London, that's lesser. Plus, Middlesex is a government university.
Hmm.
It's one of the second biggest campus in London. It's a public university, so tuition fees is less. So they have a very strong ROI. Plus, Middlesex have a total student strength of 25,000 plus in the campus. So you can understand how big is the campus.
Hmm.
So students from more than 155 countries. So they get
That's
a
okay.
exposure and all those. So do your research. Okay, check all the content in the YouTube channels. We have a lot of videos and all those. Plus, you just go through the course content in the website, and then you will understand the things. And then you put your application, visit Bradford, and put your application. Talk with the counselor over there. And if you want to talk with me virtually, then just get in touch with Bradford. They will connect you with me basically through a
Hmm.
video conference, through Skype or any other medium like Zoom. We can just have a meeting and understand, and we can do a proper counseling session to understand the course and all those. Because for each and every student, they should know the course that they are going for, because there are so many variety of programs nowadays. Like what I have told you, like students don't go only for a one course like a BSc computer science. They go for variety of course like cyber security, network management, okay, computer engineering, robotics. So variety of programs that you can opt for beside general or regular course. So check all the course curriculum and put your application and avail the scholarship opportunity.
Absolutely. That's a very good suggestion to our, potential students. And just want to announce about tomorrow's session with the University of Northampton, UK. That's 11 a.m. Nepalese time. Please stay tuned in. We'll have another wonderful session during this study in the UK Brussels session. I just popped up this information as we are ending up. I would like to thank you, Mr. Joydeep Saha, my very good friend, and Middlesex, very important person for our region, and definitely your support to our students and our counselors and our agency has been tremendous, and we look forward to working more closely with you in the future too.
Definitely, Pavan. It is really pleasure talking to you.
Absolutely. All right. Thank
See
you,
you.
and yeah, have a
Bye.
nice day, and see you. All right. Bye. All right, dear viewers, and it was very short and sweet session today, and I hope you got the information regarding your study plans in the UK at the Middlesex University, and definitely we're gonna have a better preparation for you if in terms of your processing to the UK for any of the programs for any of the universities that we have on our portfolio. Please feel free to visit us or connect with us anytime. And once again, about tomorrow's program, we have the University of Northampton, Mr. Puneet Malhotra, who is the regional head for the University of Northampton, will be with us on this platform. And please prepare your questions, or you may want to ask anything about your choice of the programs or the university or the UK visas or the policies by the UKVI. So this will be more helpful for you in terms of your preparation for the UK studies. All right. And till then, I would request you to stay safe and keep your surroundings safe. And but keep going with your study plans in the UK. All right. And thanks to you all. Um, I have a privilege to actually have your support, and I really want to thank you for watching us live and on the recorded version. And we'll be coming with more information in the days to come as well. All right. And for more details, more information, I've been running this information on the bottom of our screen. Please visit to our office at Omkar Building at level 7 in New Banesar Chowk, Kathmandu, or in Putali Sadak, the study center, as well as in Siddhartha Chowk, Pokhara, and our channel partners across the country. We'd be happy to help you further. All right. Till then, until tomorrow's session, I want to sign off now and say bye bye. Take care.